What's going on, everybody? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo, the ultimate simulator of driving. And in the last episode, it got out of hand really fast. I'm having a lot of problems controlling this car just because of how powerful it is. It's so hard in a lot of cases for me to be able to corner well with this thing just because of the raw power. I'll be going into a turn, I'll try to slow down as well as I can, but it's just like everything is so sensitive, and so I've ended up losing out on a couple of what would seem like really easy first place wins, and I've kind of botched a couple of those. So hopefully we can atone for our sins last time, since I was essentially supposed to pen a suicide letter because I made quite the wager that I did not live up to, but I ended up not doing it because I don't want to die. I don't want to die! That's a really cool looking mountain up there. It's interesting, and I have a text message. We'll get around to that at some point. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be in better shape. I'm no longer sick. They gave me the day off of work anyways, which was actually really cool that they did that because I ended up taking full advantage of that and getting a lot of sleep and cramming corned beef hash and eggs into my stomach while watching SpongeBob. So, I mean, that's a set of circumstances anybody can be happy about. But I think that just having the one more day of being able to just kind of rest up my bones and everything else, it's really made a big difference. I'm still just a little bit congested, but you can't really hear it so much in my voice now, which is really cool. I've just got like this one little like chunk of phlegm that just won't go away. It's just like, it's kind of hanging like right in the back of my throat, and no matter what I do to try to make it go away, I just can't get it out of here, and it's really pissing me off. I feel like I'm doing really well on this lap, but I feel like I'm still going to lose anyways. Does anybody else have, like, reciprocate that feeling right now? That even though I did pretty damn well on that, I'm probably still going to be like third place on that? It's going to suck so bad. Oh, no, we got it. Barely, but we did get it. That means we're going to be in for a treat. If we're only beating these guys by a half second in something like this, we're going to have a tough time with it. I really want to get first place because I really want to have the 50,000 bucks. I want to be able to have the peace of mind that we're going to have that at a time that really calls for it. So, we'll see. Oh, it's so nice starting a race in first. That's great, man. I saw something really crazy today. Two crazy things, actually. I was keeping tabs on the White Sox game, and they were losing to the A's, go figure. They were losing, I think they were losing 6-2 in the top of the fourth. And I was like, alright, well, they're probably going to lose this one, and so whatever. Decided to just kind of leave it alone, and I figured I'd go check in with later to see if maybe my team made a miraculous comeback or something. Well, look at it a little bit later, and fucking the A's scored 10 runs in that inning. They ended up making it 16-2. I'm just like, oh, you guys, my God. Can we just trade Jeff Samardzija, please? Obviously, he has been just a miraculously terrible bust. He gave up 10 runs in 3 innings. In 4 innings, I guess. I think they finally took him out after 4, but my fucking hard hat construction work in Jesus, man. That's too much. That is way too much. And he's had like a ton of outings like that. Like I'm trying to remember like the last time he went out and pitched where he didn't give up like 4 or 5 runs in the first 2 innings. Just so bad. Oh boy. All right, we need to oh God, we really dodged a bullet there. I mean, we're definitely not in first anymore, but as long as we don't spin out and flip a U-ass and do all the turning around bullshit that we don't need to do, we should be able to just, handle this without a problem. We just need to tighten the wrench up a little bit here. So yeah, that was definitely the first thing that I saw today that was really nuts. The second thing was there's a guy that I've been following on YouTube for a long time. His name's Northern Lion. He's one of the I would say he's probably one of the bigger Let's Players out there. He's obviously no PewDiePie, because that guy's got fucking the subscriber base of the entire country of Canada, which is insanity. He's got like 500 and something thousand subscribers, which is still really cool. And I think for him, I think that I watched one of his videos today, and I'm almost positive that's gotta be the longest running Let's Play I have ever encountered. he's been doing a Let's Play of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth for a long time, obviously, and the episode I watched today was like episode 753. That guy's pumping those things out like crazy, and he's really good too. If you really like The Binding of Isaac, go check out his stuff, man. He does a great job. It's really cool. I've never played the game before, but it's certainly really fun to watch. I don't know if I'd necessarily be any good at it. I'm sure I probably would with time, but time is not something that I've got a lot of. But he's really good at it, man. And like all of his episodes are like 30 to 40 minutes long. So imagine doing 750 videos of 40-minute videos, man. That's fucking crazy. And yeah, dude, he just keeps churning them out. And he does a lot of other content too, so it's not like he's doing strictly just that. Like, he's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. But that's, yeah, I would have to say, without any sort of doubt in my mind, that's got to be the longest Let's Play series I've ever seen. And it's still ongoing. As far as I know, that dude is still rolling with that. So yeah, that's certainly, it's really admirable to see that people are dedicated to play a single game that long. Like, I did Gran Turismo 2, and that was my longest series that I did. And I did that for like 11 and a half months, and I got 141 videos out of that. And like, I remember when I got to like episode 100, I was definitely like, I was still really enjoying playing the game, but I was definitely ready for a new adventure. I really was. I was ready for a new challenge. Like, I don't want to say that I was getting bored of it, but I mean, when you play anything for 11 and a half months straight like that, obviously it's gonna kind of wear down on you just a little bit. But for a guy to continue doing that for that length of time, that is so cool. I love seeing people do that. So shouts to that guy. Another cool thing that I found out that's totally happening, I don't know exactly when, but I tweeted about it last night. I think it was either last night or it was the day before. It may have been the day before. Nickelodeon is definitely going to launch a brand new channel dedicated to all of like their late 80s and early 90s cartoons. And I'm so pumped about it. It'll have things like Rugrats and Doug, Rocko's Modern Life, Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy, all of those, like all the super classic old ones that you just don't really see on TV anymore. They're totally gonna make a dedicated channel for it, and it's gonna have such a tight name too. It's gonna be called the Splat, which I think is really cool. That they're like totally paying homage to the old logo they used to have. They have like a totally different looking logo now. It just looks like every other TV network's logo that exists at this point. But yeah, dude, it totally looks like their old one from the 90s. It just has like the weird like goopy like splatty looking thing, and it's sick, man. I'm super down with it. So I don't know what channel it's going to be or when exactly it's debuting. I'll have to go back and look at the article again. But I'm so happy for that, man. I remember back, it was probably about 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, the Nicktoons channel, I think it was like Comcast channel 126, for like an entire summer. I remember during the summer they did like a special event where they were playing all of just like all of the old retro cartoons, and they were just playing them 24 hours a day, just looping them all in just the whole summer. And that was awesome. Like, I had a blast with that. I'd get home from work and I'd work on my Let's Play stuff, and you know, I'd probably go to like Taco Bell across the street at like 1 in the morning, and I'd come home and I'd, you know, be eating bean burritos in my bed, just, you know, watching the Nicktoons channel. They'd have like Rocko's Modern Life, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, and like all those things just right in a row. And that was the spot, man. That was like that. It was like that, ESPN, and like the Travel Channel were like the only 3 channels that I was watching like the entire time that I lived there, just because that's what was going on. That was like the total jam for viewing. And so if they have this Nicktoons channel, this whole Splat thing that ends up happening, forget about it. I'm not going to do the qualifier lap for this because I know for a fact there's no possible way that I'm going to get first on it. Okay. I don't know if that's going to show up on the capture or not, but really? Really, did that really have to pop up right there? Really, I didn't think it was actually going to, like, overlay over my program that's actually going right now. Just in case you didn't see it, that was like a Windows 10 Twitter update. So stupid. Alright, well, I mean, at least I know that's how that works. Alright, well, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to waste an entire, like, 3 hours doing the one qualifier lap and then jumping in for that whole thing. Let's do it. This is already going to be long enough as it is because it is 5 laps, so, ugh. At least there are a couple of areas in here that we can really make up some space. And there's a very, like right here, there's a really long straightaway, which will give us ample opportunities to catch up to people in the event, actually in the certainty. It's not in the event, it's in the absolute. Are we doing this backwards? I think we're doing this backwards. Oh my god, oh no. As if this thing wasn't hard enough as it was doing it the regular way. Now we gotta do it backwards? Oh, Christ on ice. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I mean, I guess, you know, they had to switch it up at some point. They weren't going to be able to just throw me the regular version of the stage over and over again. This was going to have to happen somewhere. Might as well happen now, in a situation that's got 50,000 bucks on the line. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here we go. Alright, we're rolling now. You know, we actually... I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we actually might end up... there's a very strong possibility we could totally dominate this race. I'm not saying it's going to happen, because it more than likely won't, just because of the frequency that we're going to crash into things. But just because of the amount of areas in, whoa boy, in which there are places that we can jump out in front of everybody in. Oh my god, this is really getting ugly. Wow. That was like a little series of bumper cars right there. I was gonna say, like, if we can get through a lot of these little twisty obstacles really well, all the straightaways are gonna provide us with a lot of places to make up a lot of room. But that requires us to get through them without doing a lot of stupid shit. So, oh boy. Oh, really? Our cars just did like the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance for a second there. They like started merging together. We are going to become one. Oh yeah, this could be bad. This could be really bad. I know I was saying that we had a chance to blow people out here, and we'll certainly make up some space right here, just because of how long the straightaway is and how much speed we can really get really quickly there. But ooh, that was probably the worst possible opening lap that we could have without spinning out. Like, can't really get a lot worse than that. Oh boy. Stuck. Stuck in the alcove, huh? Fair enough. Man, the first and second place guys, man, they really jumped out ahead of me. Like, they are out to prove something right now, man. They are going. I'm gonna catch them. At least I'm gonna try to. Ah! This fucking car, man. I can't. I just can't. The power levels are certainly way over 9,000 at this point. I just want to catch you guys! Ah, stop doing that! God, don't turn the other way. I'm not instructing you to turn the other way. I don't know why it feels like it has to do that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need the longer view. Okay, here's where we need to be careful. Aha! Aha! Yeah! We're in business now, even though we're still getting killed. Thoroughly and terribly killed. I mean, as long as we can get through that little slalom exercise, that does help out a lot, because, I mean, that's where the genesis of most of our problems are going to come from during this. Huh. Actually worked out pretty well, considering that we just slammed into that thing going way too fast. Okay, here we go. We can make up a little bit of space here. Just a little bit. Probably not very much, because those guys are already moving. But here's the benefit of having a shitload of horsepower. Oh my god, we were going 220. We were going a rock-solid 220. Right there. Oh, thank you, D-Speed, for getting in the way again. I'm gonna have to find a way to disable Windows Live, or Windows 10 Twitter updates while I'm playing. That is not what we need right there. I mean, at least it's not like coming up right in the middle of my screen like, hey! Hey, check this out, man! Somebody retweeted you! That would actually be... It'd be really funny, like, the first time that happened, if that were, like, a real legit thing that was going on. But I would totally hate it every other subsequent time that it happened after that. I can't believe that we caught up with these dudes as quickly as we did. Like, I know that straightaway is going to be our saving grace for making headway with these two. I just didn't think that we were really going to catch up to them that fast. But we did. We really did. We will be in the hunt for this when the time comes. Oh, wow. Okay, calm down. Calm down there, Fauntleroy. You gotta stay in on this. Ah, don't. God damn it. It's like running into those fucking tires on the race car tracks, but without even having them. Come on, baby. If I end up getting first place on this, man, I deserve some type of, like standing ovation from how horrendously bad my performance has been, yet somehow we're still hanging in there. Which makes me going for the top upgrade all the more useful and important. Oh! Hey, first place reclaimed, you know. Welcome back. These guys are probably like, dude, we're driving near perfect out here, and this guy's driving like his fucking head's cut off, and he's still winning. What more do we have to do? It's like, fuck it, I'm calling. What's Satan's number, Jeffrey? I need to call him. I just need to. I gotta make a deal. This is ridiculous. Satan, it's me, Tom. Are you watching this right now? Are you seeing what's going on? I need this $50,000, not $50. I need this $50 so bad for that DVD set at Best Buy, you know? The one that's overinflated in price, but I need it anyways, and I can't find it anywhere else. Yeah, that's what I need. I need that $50,000, man, and, I mean, this other guy, I get it, his car's fast, but he's driving like he's insane or something. Like, I studied for years on this course. I've got everything down, and this guy is just this novice with an insane car. He's just ruining it all for me. I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you my soul if you can just help me win, just once. I won't even bring up that whole thing about the $20 you owe me from the Super Bowl party last year. We'll just let that one go, you know? Oh, God. Ah. Here we go. We're going very slowly. We're very slowly kind of making, getting a little more comfortable with some of the turns here. Still doing very bad. But we may just have an opportunity to give ourselves the last bit of spacing necessary. Can we go over 220? Can we go over 220? Nope. Oh, we had a chance for it. I probably could have done it if I would have gone like full bore and like just smashed into the wall. I probably could have got that thing up to like 222, maybe 223 if I really got lucky. If I was really, daring on the edge. Here we go. Okay, come on, baby. Just gotta get through this special area. It seems like these laps are so much longer than just a minute 50. It seems like they're just so damn windy. And as long as this race is, they all totally pale in comparison to I don't remember what race it was. I want to say it's in Gran Turismo 4. It's like one of the endurance races in there, and I want to say it's like a German course. And the name of the track, if I'm not mistaken, is actually like pretty long. But dude, I think the length of the laps on that, they're like 5 minutes. They're really crazy, man. It is. They may even be longer than that. They might even be maybe 7 minutes, or depending on what car you're using. But I remember the first time I did a race on that, I was just like, what the hell is this place? It's insane. It's so long. So whenever the time comes that I do Gran Turismo 4, I am not looking forward to that in any capacity, like not even a little bit. That is one that I could most certainly go without it. and I wouldn't even feel even the slightest bit of remorse for it. That's a long game too. That's a really long game, and it's hard. It's hard because I haven't played it nearly as much. Like when I was playing Gran Turismo 2, man, I played that until the disc damn near wore out. So like I knew everything that I needed to do. I can't believe we won that, by the way. Just the way that first lap started, the whole like aura of how this was gonna go was just, oh god, he's gonna look terrible out there, and I still did, but. I mean, we made it happen for us, man. I didn't mail it in. I definitely have to mail in this thing for my car registration, though. I'm so bummed out, man. Virtually my entire last paycheck has gone to bills. I had my insurance went through this morning. I've got 86 bucks for this registration thing. I had my phone bill, which was like $100 and something or other. I had another $103 check I had to do to something else, and then just like a couple other, couple other things too. It's just, I need money right now. Like I'm barely gonna have enough time to get my paycheck before I go to the Rose City Comic Con this weekend, and I'm gonna need it because God knows there's gonna be plenty of pop figures that I need to buy there that I won't be able to find anywhere else. So, all right. We are the series champion, and we got a new car in the garage. Let's go check it out, Ended up being like the perfect length for a video, too. A little over 20 minutes. And we'll be able to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing next time, which my guess is that it's going to be the Mega Speed deal. We've got the proper car for it already. This is literally the car that we need to have for it. So, might as well give it a go. And then, I think it's going to be endurance race time after the Mega Speed deal. Before we go jump into the old GT World Cup. So, we're actually, unless there's something that I'm not aware of, we're pretty much like we're like at the end of this already. It's crazy. Thought that this game was going to be a lot longer than it was, but hey, what do you do? All right, what have we? We've got a Sprinter Trueno, an American Eagle 86, and that's what we got. This is the car that we got from all of that. That's what comes out of it, huh? Oh, goody. That is like the most underwhelming prize you could ever get for what we had to go through to get it. Oh well, what do you do? Alright guys, well we have run out of time for this episode, but when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, it's going to be a coin flip. It's going to be a dice roller app thing. That's what it's going to be. We're going to go dice roller app between Mega Speed and one of these. So, actually, it's probably going to be between this one, because the All Night 2 one is one that has no racing special models, which means we're probably going to end up using this GTO again, as much of a nightmare as that's going to be. You guys will have to witness a really long stretch of me driving terribly on that course. But we'll make it happen. So, until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.